Welcome to the Divine Healing Channel. My name is Jane. Well, if you're new here, I'm just going to briefly explain what my readings are about. Spirit has me put cards aside, and I read them at the end, which will have everything to do with the readings. Quite unique, actually. And they give me these downloaded messages about what the reading or who the reading is for. So I'm going to begin with that. And if you're returning to my channel, welcome also, and I'm grateful for you to be here. Now, my readings are also for people that are going through their awakening. It's like I'm the bridge between you and Source. So take it as it is. Okay, so Spirit wanted me to start that this is a trigger warning, first off, and that you deserve all the credit. So we're going to see what Spirit has in store for us today. So they were talking to me about the type of person that you are, or people, because my readings are for more than one person, and they're also timeless, by the way, just so that you know. They're telling me that you refuse to repeat mistakes from your past or your parents' past and their parents and their parents and so on. So you refuse to let the past triumph over you. You now know you can be bent, but you will not break like you have in the past. You accept yourself, your whole self, every single cell that makes you, you. They also talk to me about how you take time before you speak. You don't rush. You would rather say the right words than the wrong ones. They also brought up about your focus is on your healing. The inside, your focus is on healing the inside, all your thoughts that you say to yourself. Also, you're working on your physical and emotional as well, but your priority is your mental conditioning of the past, like from the past, like whatever happened in your past. That's what your focus is on, trying to heal that, trying to focus on the mental things that you say to yourself. They're saying here that with that priority, you just go mute and block, and you're like for yourself, like literally, and like what does not serve you, you just shut it down and you just go mute and block. The other thing is that is where they're talking about this awareness. So they're talking about how you're really okay with not being a queen to someone's king, basically, that you're okay being alone for a while. And you know that there are many more important things to be and do. You now know that dancing alone for a while before you are ready to find a good partner is okay. You are now able to extract from your experiences actually in life what is useful to you and what you can convert into nourishment. So that is quite amazing all on its own. So basically that's you being like an alchemist, like you're taking that whatever darkness or that you've had to experience and you're alchemizing that into light and nourishing yourself with it. Now, that's a beautiful thing, really. Also, your only regret is you didn't get here sooner. Though I don't believe that should be a regret that anyone has, because we're always where we're supposed to be or meant to be. Now, the other thing that Spirit has a special message for you, actually, and that message is to be proud of yourself, because they sure are. And, you know, like I actually started to well up a little bit when I was writing all that stuff down, because it was just, really heartfelt. It was really, and I don't know who this is for, as, because I read the energy of what's in the ether, so I can only be in a generalized information. I cannot give specific details because I'm not having that one-on-one. It's a collective reading. So with that, Spirit just wants me to get going here. So they had me bring down some decks. So first they want me to, this is an angel deck, and they want me, look it on the bottom, look, self-love, 2255. You might like butterflies or see butterflies. They did ask me to bring out my, and put my, I call it my unicorn horn, but it's just a carved out selenite. And they asked me to put my owl on it. I'm not really sure what that's about, but wise message, I would assume. Oh, look at that, compassion, look. And you know, when I started this, before I started shuffling, that was on the bottom, compassion. That's the compassion you're having for yourself, I believe. Look, 333, forgive. The exact same colors too, almost. Yeah, same colors. 303, forgive. Yeah, you've done a lot of forgiving, from what I understand here. Yes, and look, mindfulness, it's split on mindfulness, look. Because that's those, being careful of those thoughts is being mindful. Very good, Spirit. Okay, so let's move on. I will read that card at the very end. Okay, they want me to pull out one of these, and they also asked me to bring out my Dragon Oracle. It's called Dragon Rider's Oracle. So, well, that was quick. Kathumi and Kahanya. Smile and feel the peace that smiling brings you. Ensure that there is divine peace within you at every level. Oh, Spirit, I'm not really sure what I don't really know what that card is, what it means. I'll read that. They'll have me read that in the end. But those cards, when they pull these cards out, those cards will have everything to do with whatever they're discussing in this reading. Now, I don't know what Spirit wants you to know. Look at that. Compassionate Peli. Look, and you have compassion there. That's interesting. There might be something about 3, 6, and 9s, because there's that's 39, that card there as well. Oops, too many here. All right, Spirit. Just one. Guess not that one. This one. Oh, I do know that this cube is considered a building block, and then again 21 breaks down to a 3. It's a weird combination of cards, I know, but I'm not really sure what that's about, but I will read that later too, I guess. Oh, on the bottom, look, they have an owl guardian. Do you want that, Spirit? Saying yes, they want this card. The Owl Guardian. And you know, Owl Guardian, because it's brown, that talks about balance. Oh, I don't know if that card talks about balance, but I know that brown owls is about balance. And you know, you'll notice, you'll see the moon up here, but then the sun is here. Yeah. I don't know what that's about. Oh, and I really see this unicorn popping out here too. Okay, Spirit, what else? This deck here? Yeah. They want me to pull out some cards from this deck. All right, let's see what they have to say. Oh, look at that. 15 breaks down to a 6. This is all about 3s, 9s, and 6s. Oh, if you hear like weird snoring, that's my dog. She went for a really long run, and she's little, and she's got these little squatty legs on her, and it's hard to keep up with the bigger dog, and she just ran her face off, so she's snoring up a storm over here. I'm gonna wake her. There. Little does she know she's getting toenails cut today, and she hates that. All right, Spirit. Ancestors, but it's in reverse. Oh, these ones don't come in reverse, do they? Historical connections and purposes. Hold on, I gotta make sure. I don't know if those come in reverse or not. I don't think they do, but maybe they do. Yeah, they are. These are in reverse. Maybe because you're not following your ancestor, you know, just like I spoke about earlier, you're not following that history, that family history. Now, I don't know what your family history is, so whatever it is, but you're not repeating it. You've been working really hard not to repeat, you know, your own mistakes, your parents and their parents and their parents' parents. And you can actually even see, like, you know, like all those, the ancestral line there. You're not repeating that. Very good, Spirit. Okay, what else here? You know, that's that wisdom. Oh, that's why they probably want me to put that owl up there for you. Okay, they're asking me to move that to here. The Owl Guardian. I think they're going to get me to read that card. All right, what else do you want here, Spirit? Vision, intuition, and receptivity. That was in reverse too. That was in reverse. Okay. Asking for just one more here. All right, Spirit. What's the next card you want? I think it was that one that was on the bottom that they wanted me to take. Wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. So they're bringing up that wisdom. See, they have the owl, and then they have wisdom again, mental clarity. Yeah, you've brought yourself a lot of mental clarity. Just like when I was talking about the good grief. With the download that I got from Spirit. Is there anything else here, Spirit? Hope, optimism, and new beginnings. I'm going to leave that there. That's Archangel Daniel. Okay. Okay, what do you want here? Do you want one for ancestors in reverse, Spirit? Oh, that's way too many. Look, have confidence is up again. That fell out and I put it back in. Okay, I think they want that. Have confidence. Strength, balance, prepared, tranquility. Huh. Balance. I'm pretty sure that's what that card is there. And you know, there's number 25 on this card, and this card's also number 25. So that could be a significant number for you. I mean, it could even be your age for all I know. Or maybe this is the year, that was the year, oh, well, your brain's developed at that year too. So, well, all our brains are. It takes 25 years to develop a human brain. Can you imagine? All right, Spirit. What else do you want here? You want me to split it? Guardian angels, white. It's in reverse though. Vulnerable, cluttered, shadow, and confusion. Again, that card's little number 3. Okay, so we're going to find out what you have going on here for the Goddess of Dreams. And I mean, it could be something that you have going on in your dreams that's causing this. Oh, you're probably dealing with your shadow self in your dreams too, because this is vision, intuition, receptivity, vulnerable, cluttered, shadow, and confusion. Something's causing some kind of confusion here. We're going to find out what's going on so we can help move you forward, because you've done so much of the inner work already. You have the wisdom. going on, because, you know, we have wisdom repeated a few times here, and they have, like here, this is the hexahedron cube. That is, I know that is about foundation. Like, you've built yourself a strong foundation with that inner work that brings a strong foundation, but we just need to get maybe what's going on here. Okay, Spirit. One more. Be the real you. Freedom, authenticity, uniqueness, and courage. So what do you want here for the Magi, for the mental clarity? Wise, honest, truthful. Look, you have wisdom, then you have wise. Michael, Archangel Michael underneath. And it says wise, honest, trustworthy, and observant. Yeah, because, you know, somebody that's gone through a lot of healing, you're going to be observant. You know, this card come out twice too. The blessing in disguise. It's on the bottom. I have Be the Real You. Okay, is there anything else here, Spirit, that you want? Look, and that card's also a 6. That's interesting. Look at that. And it came out yet again. Oh, evolution is in reverse, though. What's going on here? Anxiety, unexpected, distracted, and resistance. Okay. So we know that you're not following the footsteps of your ancestors. We can cover that up, because this is about having, you have the confidence in that. You're definitely loving on yourself. And I see that they have these white birds here. These, the white birds and the things here. And then they're showing here more feathers as well. So blessing in disguise here. But then you have evolutions in reverse. Something is preventing you. I don't know what's going on here. Goddess of Dreams. I'm just going to put it up like that so I can see what they're trying to... There's something that they need you to know. Okay, so you have mental clarity, which is good. You're wise, you're honest. Yeah, see, you have wise 4 times here, because they asked me to pull out my owl. They asked me to bring out this owl. Actually, that's 4 times then, yeah. Because they have wise here. They have the wise, the wisdom of the Magi, and the what is this? The owl. Yeah, the owl. Okay. So what else is here? Oops, what's on the bottom? Love, travel, humor, vitality. That's Archangel Raphael, and Raphael brings healing, which we know you're already doing a lot of. Okay. And you're being supported here. This guy here, he's they're talking about the divine peace within you at every level. And to keep smiling. Okay, so the unicorn. Look, that's why they asked me to bring up the unicorn horn. Oh, it's a reality check. What's going on here? Assessment, exploration, honesty, and determination. Okay. So, something to do with your... Look at this. Your spirit, relationships, intuition, connection, signs, and inspiration. There is something that they're trying to, I think they're trying to activate your third eye here. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants you to know. This reality check. And what this reality check is, because, I mean, you've done so much healing. They want me to look at this Owl Guardian. I gotta find that book. It's a huge book. Number 15. Look at that, and I opened it on Trinity too, which is mother, father, and child. Okay, what was it? Number 15. Insight and intuition. This is that's what this owl is the guidance of insight and intuition. Owls are shamanic and guardian symbols for many cultures around the planet. Yeah, okay, we don't need that. The message owl brings is one of guidance from the intuitive part of your being. Synchronicity and insight are likely indicators at this moment in your life. This is an excellent time to practice meditation and other techniques for connecting with your higher self. Maybe that's something that you're not doing, and that explains why these are all in reverse. Because your vision, your intuition, your receptivity is all in reverse. And then you have this cluttered shadow and confusion. Yeah, because it, anxiety, unexpected, distracted, and restraint, because the distractions that you have going on. And then plus where it talks about your shadow, I think because you've spent so much time working on your inner self. I mean, obviously you're dealing with those dark things, that's with negative things that's within all of us. So if you're doing that, it would bring a lot of anxiety, and cause probably some distractions there. Okay, so one fun and simple method is to try a hit of automatic writing. A great time to do this is first thing in the morning when you are fresh from dream time. Oh, and it had something about dreams here too, didn't it? Oh, there was something about the dreams. Yeah, goddess of dreams. Oh, that's why. If you write down, yeah, they're saying if you start writing down when you wake up in the morning about your dreams, that's going to help you. Oh, well, that's cool. Okay. Okay, so it says here, however, anytime will do, yeah. Clear your mind and start with the intention to connect with your higher self. Write without consciously thinking for as long as it feels right. A paragraph or two is plenty. You may be surprised at the wisdom that comes from your higher self. Cultivating a genuine connection is not difficult, and appreciating the wisdom that dwells within you may aid in your ability to trust yourself. There's something here about trust too. Now you're trustworthy. Oh, here, trust. Yeah, the blessing in disguise. That'll bring that trust, which will be the blessing. Okay. View the many facets reflected within and allow yourself to listen more closely to the insights and intuitions that are at all times available. Yeah, because when they were saying to me that because you've done so much of the mental work, that you have so much of this wisdom and you have that all dealt with, but now it's to deal with the emotional. Now you need to trust. And when you trust with the emotional, what you feel emotionally, that's where your intuition is, your emotions. Okay, Spirit. That was really good. Yeah, I do know that this is definitely building blocks. So you have that's why they have oh, that's why you brought it out like that. Okay, so each card represents each row. So because you have your mental thinking and everything all taken care of, they're telling me with this card that you have okay, you don't want to put that there, but that is your building block. You have the proper building block to build from that, because mental is a lot. You know what I mean? Like that mental is really the component, I heard, to all the rest. So if you can get the mental under control, the rest will follow in time. That's why no rush. They have me use the word no rush, just like you don't take the time to rush and say things to yourself or maybe to others. You take that time. See, you've studied, you've learned, you understand that rushing is not the wisest way to go. So with all that wisdom that you have for that and that mental clarity, okay, Spirit, that's beautiful. Okay, so they want me to bring out a couple of, this is a deck that I made, and I'm not sure. I just kept saying, are you sure you want this deck? Oh, look at this, going to my happy place. Yeah, see, that would be going to your happy place. Okay, let's That's a lot of cards here, Spirit. Okay, so what do you want for this one here? You know, really having the confidence to decide that you're not going to do what your parents have done, what you're going to learn from your mistakes and their, you know, down the bloodline, because you've learned from that. And you had the confidence to do that. Oh, look, I just realized, because 25 breaks down to a 7, and then you have 16 also breaks down to a 7, and 7s mean like they're highly spiritual numbers. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, so what do you want here for blessing in disguise? Oh, look at that. See, that's what they're talking about, that secret meeting that you will have with Spirit. Oh, that's amazing, Spirit. So you're going to have a secret meeting with them. So you do this, and that'll bring this trust. Okay, is there anything else to go with secret meeting? Okay, so you want a card to go with the evolution and the dream one in reverse. All these, really, like whatever's in reverse here. But this is a message from your angels and guides. It was like in reverse, right? Yeah. See, and how I was talking about when you're dealing with that shadow self, you might be getting a lot of that going on in your dream state. Dreaming about the past or whatever, but that's just a way for Spirit to help clear that out, because it's saying here, like crying in the rain, no one sees your pain. You're leaving a stream of tears in the rain, rain, rain. Like I said, like it's bringing, like you're getting upset, and it's bringing all this anxiety. But that's why they're saying if you journal that out in the morning, then that'll help clear it too. That'll be like 2 ways of clearing it, because, you know, and this is bad juju in reverse. That means you're going to have good fortune if you do that. Okay, Spirit. I think that's their main... Look, because you're spiritually gifted. Look at that. That's why they have the unicorn, and they even brought out the wisdom of the Magi. Or Magi. I guess it depends on how you want to say that. Look, and then right underneath, what's your abilities? Oh my gosh, Spirit, because the stagnation is ending. This is good. This is going to bring that stagnation, whatever, because I think you feel a little stuck. Okay, so you want that to go with secret meeting. They're going to give you some kind of messages once you're able to tap in to your intuition. There's something. Is there anything else here you want for them to know? Okay. Again, my readings are to help the bridge between you and your spirit to connect to your higher self and your higher guide, the guides that are in a... Okay, Spirit is right here. Oops, let's knock down that owl here. Yeah, look, sitting back and watching it all unfold. Yeah. You're going to then be sitting back and watch everything unfold. And it's going to be this blessing in disguise for you. You won't be wondering what's going on. Okay, do you want something else here for the good juju? Yeah, so don't lower your vibration. Look, and you're not alone. You know what? They're okay, Spirit. Is that it for this deck here? Yeah. Okay. There's nothing left in that they need you to know at this time. But they do want me to read this compassion card. 369. Oops. Your angels are swooping in to send you this loving message. You are needed, and your gifts are priceless. Spirit, you are the only person walking the unique path that is your life. You're the only one that can realize your goals associated with unconditional love and kindness. This number is a reminder of your role as a light worker. Use your natural talents to create beauty, to encourage compassion. Make kindness a natural part of your daily life, loving unconditionally with your whole heart, indicative of empathic or psychic gifts, acknowledging and using your talents. And the affirmation is, I am meant to live a magical life. That's why you have the wisdom of the Magi, because or the Magi, because that, like, Magi's are like, they're you know what I mean? They're magical. That's amazing, Spirit. Yeah, and you have Archangel Michael like right under here. That's the reality check they want you to know. That you're spiritually gifted. That's why I was thinking, like, why are you coming out with reality checks? Seems a little harsh, right? But, you know, that's it. They want you to be honest with yourself, have the determination. They want you to do an assessment and an exploration of this, of your, of these gifts. That's why they're saying you're spiritually gifted. What is your abilities? You need to like focus on that and find that out. And the only way to do that is through your meditation and trusting your feelings, like I was talking about earlier. What is it? Oh yeah, 39. Oh, Spirit, it's beautiful. I love when they bring these beautiful messages, and I'm so grateful that I get to deliver them. Okay, so background information. Master Kuthumi was, that's him. I think he's also like a magic, anyway, we'll read. Master Kuthumi was Barhaman, I don't know what that is, who traveled to Europe and elsewhere in order to spread his teachings, finally setting in Kashmir as an ascended master. His teachings of kindness, ease, and joy are very important for all people. When his light touches us, we feel a deep connection with all that exists and a deep inner peace. Kuthumi likes to remind us that we can also communicate with animals and plants. Oh, oh my gosh, like, you're like, that's why I came out with the unicorn. They might be suggesting that you can connect with these mythical creatures. Oh my gosh. Okay, a message from Kuthumi. The time has come for you to be my student once more. Come to me and immerse yourself in my energy. I will teach you laughter and lightness of being. If you go through life with a smile, you will realize that it is filled with peace. Did you know that smiling and peace go hand in hand? Let us begin. Smile. Smile a little more and close your eyes. Breathe the yellow light I am sending you deep into your temple. Oh, and that's why it came out. Well, spirit relationships, intuition, connection, signs, and inspiration. This is a sign for you. You can actually call upon him and his dragon, like, oh my goodness, Spirit. And there's a lot of butterflies going on too, because there's a butterfly there. You might really resonate with butterflies. You might really love them. I know I do. Oh my God, that's really cool. Because, and you know what? In that light, if you envision that light when you go into meditation, it will help. Oh, Spirit. Okay. Breathe in the yellow light I am sending you deep into your inner temple. Smile as you breathe the yellow light in and out. And when you are ready, look at me and we will smile together. Kuthumi is accompanied by a very beautiful female leopard dragon that he has named Kahanya. meaning treasure. So this is a message from the dragon. Actually, I'm just going to hold it up here for you. Whoops, whoops. Okay. Oh, I don't know if that's causing a glare. Oh. Let's do that. I think that's better. We have come to accompany you on part of your journey with joy and ease. We bring you the highest form of transformation, the kind that feels both light and good, and we will fill you with absolute clarity. Follow Kufumi's teachings. It is time for change and to let go of all the heaviness within you and around you. The first step is to make a decision. Oh, Spirit, that is amazing. That's all, right? Yeah, that's all. Okay, that's all they have for you today. That's all I have. Well, that's a very beautiful message. I mean, you can't really top that, can you? So you do have an owl guardian as well. And with that, Spirit, thank you very much for this beautiful message. And I hope this really resonates with somebody that is on their healing journey and that has accomplished so much for themselves. And I'm really happy for you. And so is Spirit, because, you know, they want you to be proud, just as proud as they are. And with that, I'm going to send you love and light and hope this video finds you well.